Hi, this is Nick Forster. We're going to share one of our favorite eTown shows from the archives, and it starts right now.
From Red Rocks Amphitheater in Morrison, Colorado, it's eTown on the Road with this week's guests. From Nashville, Tennessee, award-winning singer-songwriter Lucinda Williams. And from Brooklyn, New York, Big Thief. I'm Helen Forster. Right now, here's our host, Nick Forster.
Thanks, Ellen. Welcome, everybody, to our big deal eTown on the Road show coming to you from Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado. As you've heard me say many times, Red Rocks is really special. It's not like any other big concert venue. Huge rock walls, 9,000 seats flowing uphill from the stage, often interesting weather. I have no idea why that is, but it seems pretty common. In fact, for this show, there was a long weather delay because of a thunderstorm and couldn't let people into the venue and so on. But it's turning out to be a really special night. It is really an amazing place for music, whether you're in the audience or on the stage. And this week, we're here for an unusual pairing, two great bands that have never worked together before, Big Thief and Lucinda Williams. Lucinda, of course, is more than 40 years into her career with a new record and a new book out this year. She's one of our absolute favorite songwriters, and she always has a killer band. She'll be out in a little bit. Up first, Big Thief got started when Buck Meek and Adrienne Lenker met and started to play duo shows together. They then added friends from their days at Berklee College of Music, bassist Max Oliarchik and drummer James Krivchenia. They formed the band Big Thief, and they put out their first record in 2016. They were nominated for Grammys, they began touring a lot, and it's a four-piece band that really built a deep connection with their fans, mostly through Adrienne's singing and writing. I'm going to visit with co-founder Buck Meek in a while, but first, let's go and hear what this is all about. So walk with me outside. Let's listen to Big Thief live at Red Rocks.
Wow. This is amazing.
Saying I
Thank you so much.
That's Big Thief, live at Red Rocks. Let's head backstage now to have a chat with Buck Meek, the guitarist and co-founder of Big Thief. Buck Meek, welcome to eTown. You managed to not get struck by lightning at Red Rocks. That was impressive.
There was lightning during our guitar solos.
Yeah.
On cue, every solo.
That's it's Red Rocks is always hit or miss. Seems like if there's going to be big weather, it always happens there. But anyway, I hope it was a beautiful experience for you guys
It
playing
was
there.
the most beautiful venue we've ever played.
Isn't it the most incredible thing? Those rock walls and
Yeah, it blew us away.
yeah, and all the energy just coming right downhill, right to the stage. It's just unique that way.
Yeah, it felt like a liftoff, like a spaceship liftoff.
Yeah.
From the stage, it's like this ascension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, because that's not an experience that most bands get to have.
Yeah, we're super lucky.
Yeah. Well, Big Thief is doing great, and it's a long way from Wimberley, Texas, where you grew up.
That's true.
But that's certainly a musical spot.
Yeah, there's a lot of great musicians that came out of Wimberley.
Did you have Sarah Jarose's dad as your science teacher at any point?
I missed him as a science teacher, but we saw each other every Friday at Charlie's Catfish Restaurant. There was a bluegrass jam behind the Catfish place in this little pavilion, and Sarah was there ever since she was a little kid.
Yeah.
And Donna Bailey and Mike Bond and a bunch of incredible older bluegrass musicians.
Yeah, it's cool. I come from that world, bluegrass world, and
nice.
played all the Old Settlers festivals in Kerrville and did that many times.
Yeah, I grew up going to Kerrville since I was a kid.
Cool. I should explain to our listeners that Kerrville is in West Texas, and it's a festival that lasts for a week, and people just hang out and camp and campfires and sing and play. And
Yeah, it's just this incredible songwriting festival out in the Texas Hill Country, kind of on the precipice of the desert in the hill country there, and a really beautiful collection of songwriters. So I grew up going to there, and people really listen there.
so how do you take that energy, focus on the song, focus on the humanity of that, to Berklee College of Music?
There was a bit of a rub there, because when I was in junior high, I fell in love with the blues, and then in high school I fell in love with manouche jazz, and I went to Berklee to continue my study in jazz. But as soon as I got there, I don't know, it was a very different environment than I grew up in, much more like competitive and almost like a sport.
Right.
Virtuosity was like more quantified there, and so it took me a couple of years to find the professors that I really resonated with, and the students that I think were having a similar experience to me, who maybe went there with an idea and then kind of had an existential crisis, and I think to some degree just started writing songs to create their own identity. And
Were there a lot of other songwriters at Berklee, or again, was it, I think of, that program of study as being more focused on technique and intellect?
I think something that's really special about Berklee is so many students go there to study jazz or whatever, and then they start writing songs in their dorms or,
Right, sure.
Skipping class to write songs. And so I was part of a really amazing community there that ended up moving to New York and became the Big Thief community and all the bands that we came up with.
And did you meet Adrian in New York, or did you know each other in school?
We actually met in Boston through the Berklee community, but we weren't at school together. And then we met again in New York City.
Yeah. And Big Thief was just a cool Brooklyn duo for a while.
That's true. Yeah, we were just playing as a duo for a couple of years and traveling around the country in our old busted van. And
Yeah. And I know there was some interaction, as I mentioned before. My daughter was in a band called Au revoir Simone, and another one called NAF.
NAF, that's right.
And my son-in-law was in a band called Woods. And,
nice.
that whole Brooklyn scene seemed very vibrant and cool. And
It was incredible for us. There was so many incredible bands cross-pollinating.
Yeah.
We were playing shows every day at the Manhattan Inn and all the spots around Bushwick at the time. And it was such a supportive community of musicians.
we'll revisit my chat with Buck Meek later in the show. But right now, let's go back to the stage and hear some more music from Big Thief, live at Red Rocks.
I tried to tell you, I didn't know how to stay. You believe she can see through, cutting at the silent clay. A relief, breaking deep creatures gathering in silken height like the last human teachers. Once again, we must bleed new, even as the hours shake. Crystal blood, like a dream true, a ripple in the wound and wake. You believe, I believe too, that you are the river of light, who I love, that I cling to, in the belly of the empty night. From the 31st floor of the simulation swarm, with a drone of fluorescence, flicker, fever, build a form, with a warm gush now I wanna touch like we never could before. I'd fly to you tomorrow, I'm not fighting in this war. I wanna drop my arms and take your arms and walk you to the shore. I remember building an energy shield in your room, like a temple, swallows in the windless field, very thin, with your mother, tall as a pale green tree, very wild, bright as winter, rising with a prism key, and a child to deliver, tangled in the blood and vines, the first little angel. Little Andy, soft in your newborn skin, only one. Little Andy, will you return again? I believe we could renew, and you could be my brother once again. Fall asleep with our backs against each other. You believe, I believe too. You are the river of light, who I love, and I sing to, in the belly of the empty night. From the 31st floor of the simulation swarm, with a drone of fluorescence, flicker, fever, fill the form, with a warm gush now I wanna touch like we never could before. I'd fly to you tomorrow, I'm not fighting in this war. I wanna drop my arms and take your arms and walk you to the shore. I'd fly to you tomorrow, I'm not fighting in this war. I wanna drop my arms and take your arms.
That's Big Thief live on stage at Red Rocks with Adrienne Lenker, Buck Meek, Max Olierchik, and James Krivchinia. We've got Lucinda Williams and her band, plus more music from Big Thief coming up after a break.
Your visit to eTown is made possible in part by our diverse family of NPR affiliates and community stations, plus college and commercial stations, as well as our international stations and podcast subscribers worldwide. Thank you for your continued support. If you've tuned in late and you've missed some of this week's program, the eTown podcast will have this episode and others, along with content from past shows as well. It's available for free in Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast directories. You're listening to eTown.
I'm Nick Forster. You're listening to our very special show from Red Rocks. We're going to have more music from the band Big Thief coming up in a bit, but right now, I want to tell you about Lucinda Williams. Of course, most of you already know all about Lucinda, but I'll just say that she's been making records since 1979. She started out as a kind of strong folky playing acoustic blues and then slowly found her groove both as a songwriter and as the leader of a rock and roll band. She had a couple of breakout records, starting with Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. I think she's made something like 15 records. She's won multiple Grammys, Americana awards, but mostly she has shared her life story with us through her songwriting. And now with her new book, which is called Don't Tell Anybody the Secrets I Told You. She had a serious stroke in 2020 that has kept her from playing guitar, but it has not stopped her. In addition to her new book, she put out a new record. It's called Stories from a Rock and Roll Heart, and she continues to tour all over the world with her band. And here they are, Lucinda Williams and Buick 6, live on stage at Red Rocks.
Steal your love. Some laws should be broken from the start. I'm gonna have to steal your love. You ain't about to give it up for no one. I'm gonna have to steal your love. Steal your love. I don't want your drugs, and I don't want your money. I just want to steal your love. I want you to squeeze me in, call me honey, 'cause I'm gonna steal your love. Give me your strong hand and go away with me, then I won't have to steal your love. Come on, let me kiss you and set you free, then I won't have to steal your love. Then I won't have to steal your love. Then I won't have to steal your love. Have to steal your love. Some laws should be broken from the start. I'm gonna have to steal your love. I'm gonna have to steal your love. I'm gonna have to steal your love. Thank you. This is called Drunken Angel. And the sun went down, you were blown away. Why'd you let go of your guitar? Why'd you ever let it go that far? Drunken angel. You could have held on to that long smooth neck. Let your hand remember every fret. Fingers touching each shiny string. But you let go of everything. Drunken angel. Thank you.
Lucinda Williams, so good to have you back at eTown. Great to hear you. Great to be around you again.
Thank you.
It's been an amazing year in so many ways.
Yeah.
Not just a new record, not just a new book, but also triumphantly returning after a tough thing, man. You're a survivor. And then some.
I guess I can be in that club now.
Is that the club of people who've had strokes and come back, or what is that club?
I guess, yeah. I never thought of myself in that group before necessarily because I hadn't been tested yet, with anything, so.
Wow. You must have learned so much about how the body works and how the brain works and all that.
Yes, I have learned a lot about the brain-body connection.
Yeah.
It's quite remarkable.
It's an incredible miracle that we can get through any moment of any day.
Right? I
all
know.
This stuff has to happen in concert with each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And so if something goes awry with your brain, like having a stroke. It's like short-circuiting. You know, it's like a machine with all these wires that get unplugged or something, you know.
Yeah, I can only imagine. But, you know, it's funny because we imagine that we're on a path and we've got a little element of control.
Yes.
And then something like that happens to remind us that...
That surprise.
Surprise, yeah.
I didn't know anything was wrong necessarily, other than I felt really tired.
Wow.
Like I wanted to lay down.
That's kind of terrifying because it could happen to anybody at any time, at any age.
I know. Yeah, it pretty much can. But I don't want everybody listening to get all freaked out and scared. Like, you know, just the thing to do is just keep going for your medical checkups, and
yeah,
they might see something that's a little hint or something, and they want to do an MRI. Don't get all freaked out.
Yeah. Was there some hint or something the doctor could have noticed beforehand that would have alerted you or tipped you off?
No, I'm sorry, but
So it is totally random, and it could happen any minute.
It's pretty random. I mean...
Well, listen, I want to talk about the things you've created in the midst of and in the wake of that, because
okay,
you wrote a really good book. And I just want to say that as somebody who's been a fan for so long,
thank you.
We've all enjoyed how personal you've been as a songwriter. You know, you gave us some insight and you let us in to these relationships that we could only imagine at or guess at. In fact, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only one who always played the game like, I wonder who this song's about. I wonder if that one is that Blaze Foley. Is that, you know, who's the character in this one? You know.
Yeah.
But in your book, you got to dive deep and you got to tell some real backstory.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to talk about who the songs were about without hurting the feelings of the subject or the character in the song. You know.
Yeah, I should mention that the book is called "Don't Tell Anybody the Secrets I Told You." And it's so interesting to think about, you know, we are all, aside from being precariously walking through life, knowing that our bodies could short circuit at any moment, we are all the products of our families, you know, our upbringing and our background.
Yes.
And yours was a particularly interesting family background story. And I loved hearing, especially about your relationship with your dad because of his... I mean, for example, I had no idea that you had such respect for his facility with language.
Yeah.
That you would send him songs and ask for his critique. And,
right.
You know, that's a pretty rare connection to have with your parent.
Yeah, I looked up to him a lot. And we developed this bond from when I was very young.
Yeah. And I can only imagine, Lucinda, and I don't know if this is true, but that you really wanted to please him. You wanted to do something that he would recognize as being on a par with his work. Mm-hmm. So it really made you a better writer because you were in some ways writing for him first. You know, you're expressing yourself, but you wanted to pass that test.
Yes, exactly. It was kind of like a built-in creative writing course.
Yeah, amazing.
You know, sort of like a mentorship.
Yeah. Well, let me also just say that hearing you sing, I really am connecting with you as a singer today after your stroke. And I don't know whether you had to relearn things or let go of things or just go for it in a different way. Anything, you know, how do you see your singing post-stroke?
Well, a lot of people have mentioned that they think I'm singing better now than I did before my stroke. I'm not sure what that's about, or I don't know why.
Yeah.
The one thing that was going on was I couldn't play guitar. So that was a major hindrance, you know, because I've got my band, but the way it usually works with them is they follow me on guitar because I have a certain special way that I play.
Yeah.
It's hard to find another acoustic guitar player to fill in for me and do the exact thing that I would do.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's funny because I got your very first record that was you playing old, you know, traditional blues styles and other things like that. Very great guitar playing. I mean, you're a strong guitar player. And
yeah, my right hand is good.
Yeah.
Was always strong.
Yeah.
And then when I had my stroke, though, my left hand, the chord making hand, that's what went. So now I'm struggling with that.
Well, you have an amazing band. Everybody knows Buick 6 is a rock and roll machine.
Yeah.
These guys are great.
And they've got my back
They got your back.
in more ways than one.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about Red Rocks. You've played there a bunch. It's an amazing space. It's inverted with all the rock walls and the seats coming down to sort of
Yeah.
all that energy flowing down to the stage.
I know. I think it's an incredibly spiritual spot.
Yeah. But it was an interesting combination to have Big Thief and you on the bill at Red Rocks. It was cool. I thought it was a really nice pairing.
Yeah.
And they must love you.
We connected just on a personal level.
Yeah.
I hadn't met them before, and they came backstage before we went on and to say hello, and they were just all incredibly sweet and personable and friendly and just...
Yeah.
I just immediately fell in love with them.
That's so nice. Well, we are always paying attention to what you're doing. I just really can't say enough about both
Thank
your, your new record, which I actually haven't said anything about, Stories from a Rock and Roll Heart. This phase of your life, this triumphant return from challenges, it is a rock and roll story.
Well, I see rock and roll as another spiritual path in a way.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad we got to catch up with you at Red Rocks and catch that show. The band sounds great. It's a nice pairing with Big Thief.
Thank you.
I know you're going to keep making stuff and doing stuff. We're all pulling for your recovery because I know from my experience and with other friends that getting healed after a stroke is an ongoing daily process for a while.
Oh, yeah. And the music is such a healer, great healer.
Yeah. I'm so glad we got to visit. Let us know if you're coming back to Colorado sometime.
Okay.
And thanks again for being part of eTown.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Lucinda Williams. Now let's go back to the stage at Red Rocks and listen to more music from Lucinda and her band, Buick 6, live at Red Rocks.
This is called Fruits of My Labor. Baby, see how I've been living. Velvet curtains on the windows too. Keep the bright and unforgiving light from shining through. Baby, I remember all the things we did when we slept together in the blue behind your eyelids, baby. Sweet baby, traced your scent through the gloom till I found these purple flowers. I was spent, I was soon smelling you for hours. Lavender, lotus blossoms too. Water the dirt, flowers last for you, baby. Sweet baby. Tangerines and persimmons and sugar cane. Grapes and honey, dew melon, enough fit for a queen. Lemon trees don't make a sound till the branches bend and fruit falls to the ground, baby. Sweet baby. have changed. 'Cause I finally did it, baby. I got out of the Grange. I got my Mercury and drove out west. Pedal to the metal and my love to the test, baby. Sweet baby. And I've been trying to enjoy all the fruits of my labor. I've been kind for you, boy, but truth is my savior. Baby, sweet baby, if it's all the same, I take the glory any day over the fame, baby. Sweet baby. And I've been trying to enjoy all the fruits of my labor. And I've been kind for you, boy, but truth is my savior. Baby, sweet baby, if it's all the same, I take the glory any day over the fame, baby. Sweet, 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 sweet baby. Thank you. And I want to give a big shout out to Big Thief for doing, we love being able to do this show with them and hang out with them a little bit backstage. They're groovy, cool, sweet as can be people. This is called Righteously. Why you wanna diss me after the way you've been kissing me? After those pretty things you say and the love we made today. When you run your hand all up and run it back down my leg, get excited and bite my neck, get me all worked up like that. Around my waist, you get a taste of how good this can be. Beat on me a lot of tenderly. Stand up for me. Flirt with me, don't keep hurting me. Don't cause my pain. Be my lover, don't play no game. Just play me John Coltrane. have to prove your manhood to me constantly. I know you're the man, can't you see? I love you righteously. Why you wanna diss me after the way you've been kissing me? After those pretty things you say and the love we made today. When you're ready, hand all up and run it back down my leg. Get excited and bite my neck. Get me all worked up like that. Think this through, let it down for you every time. Respect me, I'll give you what's mine. You're entirely way too fine. Arms around my waist, you get a taste of how good this can be. Be the man you ought to tenderly. Stand up for me. Flirt with me, don't keep hurting me. Don't cause me pain. Be my lover, don't play no game. Just play me John Coltrane. Thank y'all so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it. Give it up again for Buick 6, the band, and Big Thief. Thanks again, y'all. Your presence is a gift. It truly is. Peace and love. Thank you.
That is Lucinda Williams and Buick 6 on stage at Red Rocks. Such a great sound. Her band is Butch Norton on the drums, David Sutton on the bass, Stuart Mathis on guitar and vocals, and also Doug Pettibone on guitar, steel guitar, and vocals. We're going to be back with more music from Big Thief after a short break.
Your visit to eTown is made possible in part by the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District, or SCFD, one of the largest cultural funding mechanisms in the United States, supporting nearly 300 organizations in the greater Denver area. As a reminder, for your viewing pleasure, there are over 2,000 videos on the eTown YouTube channel, where you can also subscribe in order to stay up to date with our latest offerings. You're listening to eTown.
I'm Nick Forster. I'd like to say hello to our listeners who are hearing eTown right now on stations like KDTR, Trail 1033 in Missoula, Montana, on WBJB in Lincroft, New Jersey, and on KENW in Portales, New Mexico. As always, if you want to learn more about anything we're up to here at eTown and find out how to get tickets to live shows, find some links to some of our great videos, lots of stuff can be found at etown.org. Welcome back. We're going to be getting back to the stage at Red Rocks with more music from Big Thief in just a minute. Before we do, I'm still thinking about my conversation with Lucinda Williams, the experience that she went through having a stroke, recognizing the frailty of this earthly existence, and just in general having an appreciation for these days that we have together. I'm feeling that. I hope you are too. We have a lot to be thankful for, and we appreciate you listening to eTown and staying connected with us. And of course, music helps keep us together across all these boundaries and borders. All right, let's go back to my conversation with Buck Meek from Big Thief right now, backstage at Red Rocks. Big Thief is, headlining sold-out tours, huge venues, 4-piece band. You're very exposed, to be playing those kinds of venues. It's just the four of you. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to achieve that connection where that many people can resonate with your songs and your lyrics and feel that personal connection to each of you because you're, as I say, you're all right there, But it must feel great to have achieved that level of success.
It feels definitely confirming in that I don't think we've ever compromised our work for that exposure,
Right.
Somehow the four of us each have our own perspective into that, and we've kept each other in check to never bend and to just be very real and vulnerable, and to see that people, I think, come for that more than anything is really confirming.
Yeah. Well, and of course,
We're just
and
being
you and
ourselves.
Adrian have also had solo records and solo projects throughout, and you've got a brand new one
That's true.
coming out. And I just wanted to ask you a little bit about the percentage of songs that you write that you share with Big Thief as a community, saying, hey, here's a song I wrote,
Oh, yeah.
as opposed to songs you write that you say, oh, this is mine, this is going to be for my project.
Well, whenever Adrian and I first started playing together as a duo, we were mixing our songs and co-writing a lot.
Yeah.
And just performing under our names together.
Yeah.
And then at some point we split our writing projects. And so the idea was for Big Thief to be her writing project primarily, and for Buck Meek to be mine. And so most of the songs on the Big Thief records are
hers.
Adrienne's
Yeah.
at heart.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll bring an unfinished song to the band and we'll kind of adapt it a little bit. And there's a handful of co-writes that her and I collaborated on, like I think Two Hands and Certainty from the last record, and there's a couple others.
Yeah.
But for the most part, my project is my outlet for my own songs.
Well, listen, good luck. It's really great to meet you. Great to spend a little time. Congratulations on the great show at Red Rocks.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you, Buck. Let's go back and hear some more music. Here they are, Big Thief, live on stage at Red Rocks.
Thank you so much to Lucinda Williams and her whole team. I don't really have words. That was so beautiful to hear her songs.
Watching TV, tired, bleeding on the bed. The milk has just expired, all the leaves are dead. I'm not quiet, you've been quiet, just receiving what you said. Reeling, feeding, feeling filled by everything you fed. I see you as you see yourself through all the books you read. Overwhelmed with guilt and realizing the disease. You give me chills, I've had it with the drills. I'm nothing, you are nothing, we are nothing with the pills. I'm empty till she fills, alive until she kills. In her vampire empire, I'm the fish and she's my kill. Fighting, yeah. Fighting, yeah. I see you there rejecting all your earthly power, protecting and dissecting till you've emptied every hour. We jump into the pond, then we come under the shower. You lay upon the pillow, and you open like a flower. I wanted to see you naked, I wanted to hear you scream, wanted to kiss your skin and your everything. I wanted to be your woman, I wanted to be your
like trying to start a fire with matches in the snow, where you can't seem to hold me, you can't seem to let me go. So I can't find surrender and I can't keep control. You turn me inside out and then you walk the outside in. You spin me all around, then you ask me not to spin. You say you wanna be alone and you want children. You wanna be with me, you wanna be with him. You give me chills, I've had it with the truth. I'm nothing, you are nothing, we are nothing with the pills. I'm empty till she feels, alive until she kills. In her vampire empire I am falling, yeah. Falling, yeah. Falling, yeah. Falling, yeah.
Thank you.
That's Big Thief, live on stage at Red Rocks. Max Olierchik, James Krivchenya, Buck Meek, and Adrienne Lenker. I want to thank Lucinda Williams and her band Buick 6. Special thanks to Don Strasberg and AG and all the folks at Red Rocks. I want to thank our live engineers, James Tuttle, Jay Elliott, and Peter Hart. And thanks to our post-production team, James Tuttle and Tide Ayers. Thanks to all our staff and crew, and a special thanks to Helen Forster. We have time for one more song from Big Thief. I'm Nick Forster. Hope you can be with us next week, right here in eTown.
Years, days, makes no difference to me, babe. You look exactly the same to me. Ain't no time crossing your legs inside the diner, raising the coffee to your lips, the steam. You saw a masterpiece. She looks a lot like you, wrapping your left arm around your right, ready to walk you through the night. You whispered to her restless ear, can you get me out of here? This place smells like piss and beer. Can you get me out? You were asking me how to get you free. I only know the recipe.
This is a production of eTown.